Welcome back, Scroobies. So once again, another special edition of 321 Screws Dirty Dozen.
The Royal Rumble episode.
Woo! That's right, folks. The Royal Rumble. Over the weekend, we enjoyed probably one of the greatest Royal Rumbles in a long time, I felt. WWE brought it, boys. And WWE, they got it. They got to keep afloat with the competition, bro.
Yeah, man.
So they brought it. That's all I got to say about that.
It was brought.
I gotta just say, other than, of course, WrestleMania for being what WrestleMania stands for, Royal Rumble is my favorite pay-per-view of the year.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Mine
yeah,
too.
I
Mine
can go
too.
with that. I can go with that. Royal Rumble
Because
probably would
there's
be my
so
favorite.
much unpredictability.
Yeah, and surprises.
Yeah.
And just, you never know who they're going to go with.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it's kind of cool because it's like a surprise. Like, it's like, okay, this guy or this woman
They
now.
really keep you guessing up to the last
right,
second of the
right.
match.
But it's like, that's who they're trusting. They're trusting to excel to that next level as like a top star. So it's kind of cool. You know, like kind of like Money in the Bank. You know, like most Money in the Banks, they get the belt. Same thing with Rumble.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so.
And
Alright.
before we get started, real quick, I'll remind you not to forget, if you haven't watched it yet, go check out, after you're done watching this now, check out the Headlocks and Halos series we got going on there.
Absolutely.
The RIP Invitational. 3 brackets have already been gone over. We have got 3 winners.
Got one more.
Got one more to go. That
What
will
color
be
is that,
coming
Bill?
up the blue bracket in the next couple days.
Blue bracket.
So be sure to check those out. And while you're at it, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, as well as the other videos. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't already.
By the way,
So you can see all the
by
new
the
stuff.
way, I just want to take a pause and thank all of our subscribers. We made it to the big 200.
Absolutely.
Congratulations, boys.
We are on to
Yeah.
our next goal.
And
The next finish line is
and-
300.
in celebration of that, we're all enjoying us a tasty
A
rum punch.
Salute. Salute, boys.
Salute.
All right.
200, C-Roy!
200.
He completely dropped the ball on that one.
This is your line.
Just
You
say
go
it's
there.
dope or something. Say, hey guys, 200. You know, you made it
You
happen.
piece
You
of
made
work.
it happen with your cheating, your egg scravaganda bullshit.
Dude,
Sucks.
Whoa.
dude.
Woo!
He's
man.
like the Ric Flair of the egg challenge. Think about dirtiest player in the game,
Yeah.
bro.
He's like if Ric Flair and Eddie Guerrero had a love child.
Well, they
Lies, he cheats,
did.
You Hispanic?
because he's the dirtiest player in the game.
So, all right.
Alright, let's bring him back in. My next
Yeah, enough talk about damn C-Roy's
C-Roy
antics.
and his dropping the ball over there. I got one question
Chuckle.
for the both of you.
Yeah.
Where is the list?
It
The
wasn't
Royal
my job
Rumble
this time.
edition.
That was
Did you
Bill's.
steal it this time?
No, that was Bill's
Oh.
job this time.
The list, oh dirty.
I got something up my sleeve though. You
Here we
watch.
go.
You have sleeves, though. You don't know.
I do.
Kyle, sir, I present to you the Royal Rumble episode of
Dirty Dozen.
Right.
Still love when he does that, Bill.
I do.
All right.
Makes me chuckle.
Oh,
Right
It makes me
Let's-
all warm.
And fuzzy
And giddy.
inside and giddy. So,
If you have a pen, I don't have a pen. I dropped the ball.
you did not come prepared.
My pen's all the way over there.
My pen!
I need a pen.
It just so happened to have a Pop-A-Lock pen handy. You're in the Brevard County area. You need some locksmith work. Give us a call.
Did they pay for that ad, Bill?
No, man, I threw that one in there. Job security.
See what he's doing to us?
Job
Sabotage.
security.
Sabotage.
Job
Okay.
security.
All right, ladies and
Security.
gentlemen. Normally I'm Dirty Dozen. I just picked random, but the only two things that are going to be out of order, I would like to talk about each Royal Rumble match at the end of the show. So the women's Royal Rumble match and the men's Royal Rumble match will be both the last two topics we talked about.
I dig it, man.
Other than that, we're just going to go
I
down
like
the
that.
list
Let's do
of
that,
what the
Kyle.
matches were, and then we also have other
Are we gonna do that?
surprises. I can do whatever I want. This is my list.
Just list.
Welcome to the
Yeah,
show.
once I hand it over to him, once we give it to him, it says,
All right, so let's get this started. We're starting off with the kickoff show, if anybody didn't watch it, with the women's tag team title match. Can I help you? You're in my bubble.
I was reading the list.
You don't need to read the list.
Okay.
socially distance yourself,
Goodness
sir.
gracious, 6 feet apart. You're
Yeah,
supposed to be over there next to Corey.
Tough crowd.
Anyway,
I hate when you guys have to see him like that.
It's a
Charlotte Flair and Asuka versus Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax.
This probably wasn't a good idea to drink
Yeah,
during
you
this
know,
video.
I'm going to be honest with you, man.
Yeah.
I am not the least bit surprised that Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler won the titles.
You know what? I thought they were gonna let Charlotte and Asuka have it, but you
No,
did
man,
say that when we watched
they-
it. No
I think they got other plans.
plans in the making for them.
It doesn't make sense, you know, to keep them together in a tag team, I think. And, you know, Charlotte's got this whole thing. It seems to be they're starting a whole little thing with her and Lacey Evans that I think is going to end up culminating at WrestleMania. It's going to be Lacey Evans. It's going to be Lacey Evans versus Charlotte. Ric Flair's going to come out in the corner of Lacey Evans. Will he stay there with her and help Lacey?
Or turn on her.
Or will he turn on her and fucking, you know, help Charlotte?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna lie. It's a dick move.
And let's get this.
Well,
Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler were, yeah, they were singles people kind of thrown together. But you know what? Them as a tag team.
Oh, they were fantastic.
They kind of clicked quick and they become. I
did.
like them as a team.
And honestly, it kind of gave Shayna Baszler a personality.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, because she was that badass MMA chick, you know? But now, like, she's kind of showing a comical side, too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
I like the storyline. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was pointing to you. Go ahead.
I like the storyline with Ric Flair because everybody knows back when Charlotte first turned heel, she disrespected her father, told him to get out of her life. She wants to do this on her own. So this is finally going to come to a head. And Lacey Evans is very good competition. I mean, she's, you know, established herself to be able to be in the same outfit as Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
So I like that whole storyline. Not to put anything against Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax, but I still kind of see them as two singles competitors. So I would have, if you were going to drop the titles to another team, I would have picked a team that they're trying to actually put together and bring up.
Right.
There really isn't much right now, but I mean, you got the Dusty Rhodes Classic.
They're starting to create.
I see what you're saying.
You
True,
could
but
have gave someone from NXT a tag title.
But honestly, Nia and
True.
Shayna Baszler, as a singles run, it really wasn't getting the push that you would have
expected.
They just, I mean, honestly, I mean, nobody was interested in seeing a Nia Jax, you know, in the women's championship match. But that tag team, it's like different, man. It just, and there's something about it to me that just seems it like works. They work well off each other. They're two that act like they don't give a shit, but when it comes down to it, they got each other's back.
Right.
And
Now, I just do want to say this, not to discredit Nia Jax's single run, because she was a former Raw Women's Champion, you know, and she was more of like the force to be reckoned with, you know.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They had that monster character for her. You know, it's in her song.
Yeah, I know, but she still kept. When it come down to it, though, yeah, she won the title one time, but for the most part, when it come down to it, she just always lost. You know, and
Yeah, no, I got you.
She kept losing, but.
Well, and so they had to repackage.
Right, but they put her with Baszler, and they made it like they. It was almost like the female version of the Bar. How they didn't like each other, and they fought and they bickered and they didn't get along.
I'm just gonna say I like that.
And then they finally they kind of come around and realize, you know what? Together we are pretty damn good, and. Boom! There you go, and they had success as a tag team.
As a tradition, it's just common to put Lana through frickin' tables, announcer tables. So they have fun.
But I will say I was surprised when Flair hands Lacey the hand load to knock old Charlotte out with.
I thought you totally said something else.
I was like, damn.
We're gonna continue.
And that way they also.
No, I didn't say he put a load in her.
I know. I thought you. I
gave her a hand.
Listen,
load.
I wasn't gonna say it, but
Jesus,
I'm
sorry. You've been talking about this Ric Flair's discharge all night long, dude.
What?
No one cares about it, but you, Joey. Save that story
for another time.
For when it's just you and your alone time in the bathroom or something.
Wow, dude.
You one sick puppy, Joey.
Shall I talk about Bill Goldberg?
Speaking of, that is our next topic. Topic number 2.
Dose.
I'm sure Bill
for our Espanola audience.
Captain Bill shed a tear for his favorite guy.
He cried like a little Goldberg.
No, like I said, I'm not gonna lie. The
his man crush.
The kid in me, did kind of. It was like a part of me for nostalgic purposes, and because of the records, I would have been cool to see Goldberg win. But in all honesty, I'm glad it went the way it did. Because as I said, Goldberg doesn't need that win.
No.
Drew. It would have been cool that he'd be the only person to have all 3 titles. But so what? They're trying to build Drew into the next Goldberg. The next whatever. Everyone talks about that WWE doesn't have superstars anymore. You hear that. They don't have superstars anymore like they did. No Rocks and the Stone Colds and yada yada. Well, you know what? It's moments like that create the new superstar.
Yeah, it's just a continuation.
And that victory benefited Drew McIntyre far
way more
than
it would have
benefited Goldberg to beat Drew
McIntyre.
McIntyre.
Yeah. I agree with you there. And just my take on this with Bill Goldberg, yeah. Like you were telling me, you were saying, you know what, dude, I think Goldberg might get it. And I'm saying, you think so? I mean, it's possible, but I just felt the year that Drew had was probably his best year there, being the champion. I mean, he won it twice. So he's a 2-time WWE champion now. So he established that. Then you see all the title defenses he went against. He went through the awesome program with Randy Orton. And so now you had to put him against somebody legitimate, like superstar, like legendary.
Yeah.
So Goldberg, and he was still under contract with WWE for what, another 2 years?
Yeah, this year, and then he's still under contract.
Honestly, I thought it was a good match for the Rumble, like a good card build-up, like, I felt like you haven't had that kind of build-up.
It was a good way to start the show. It was a good kickoff to the show.
Oh, absolutely. 100%, dude.
It was a seat warmer.
And I dug the end of it. I liked the show with the respect. The Goldberg going up to him and putting his hand out, shaking his hand, telling him, you passed my test, man. You deserve this. You're the man.
I need to apologize to Captain Bill because I was making fun of him, saying, "Oh, what, you gonna cry? You gonna?" It was a cool moment.
Yeah,
I'll give it.
And even old C-Roy, when he watched it, he pointed out. He said he really would love to know what was said when Goldberg was talking, but it was like covering his face. But you could tell they was talking to him. I'd love to know what was one of the things I think that was probably said
Maybe he
was,
says it's your turn.
yeah,
Kid.
that's exactly it. I think that's one of the things that was said, man. Hey, man, this is your time now, man. It's your time to shine.
Wouldn't it be cool if Drew McIntyre started using?
Yeah, and Goldberg's a
jackhammer?
football guy. I wouldn't have been surprised if he didn't use that analogy. You know, it's your ball now. Run with it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dude, they do that. They do that. And so I personally think they went the right route because he's going to be in a top match at WrestleMania. McIntyre.
Yeah.
He's got to be. He's the guy right now for Raw.
He's the guy.
He's the guy. He's the top
He's
baby.
a 6
Roman
foot
Reigns
5
is the top
inch
heel.
fire breathing what, Seroy?
Scottish Dragon.
Scottish Dragon. Very good.
Fire breathing Scottish Dragon.
Fire breathing
All right.
Scottish Dragon. So,
I
Drew
dig this
McIntyre.
sword.
congrats to you, Drew
Drew McIntyre
McIntyre.
wins over Goldberg.
You're still the champ.
Topic number 3, we're moving on to the SmackDown Women's Championship match against Sasha Banks and Carmella.
Bill.
I think, well, I'm just going to steal it
Okay.
right here.
Yeah, go for it, man.
I'm a little disappointed that the WWE couldn't come up with another matchup because Sasha pretty much beat Carmella hands down at TLC.
She fought her on SmackDown too, right?
Yeah, well, I don't know if it was a title match, but
Oh, okay.
Correct.
TLC Sasha Banks hands down defeated Carmella. So there really wasn't anything else they could go with this. And then they
Little Miz
Straight
and
up
Morrison
beat
throw
her
it
again.
throw it out there.
I'm sorry, Kyle. I'm
No,
sorry.
you know what? I completely agree. I was gonna say the exact same thing. Honestly, I mean the match was okay. Don't get me wrong. You know, okay, congrats
It
to
was
Sasha.
phenomenal.
For, you know,
Good
congrats
match
to
for both of
Sasha.
them.
for
It was a fantastic
hell of a
match.
spot.
They
Carmella
just
took
could've-
face plant doing the old scorpion.
But you
outstood
could
the
tell they
dive.
have a good working relationship. 'cause she
But
saved
yeah,
her.
man, did we really need to see another Sasha Carmella match? I would have much rather seen Sasha against someone else.
Well, I think Carmella's going to be done now for a little bit with the title picture. Like, I think Sasha's going to move on now to another person.
to be
Another
honest,
contender.
Not disrespecting Carmella at all.
No, not at all.
I honestly think she should have stayed with her comic gimmick with R-Truth.
Honestly, I can agree with that.
Not saying that she's, I just thought that she was doing better with that than be trying to be in the ring.
You know what I would have liked to have seen instead of, Sasha and Carmella is Sasha and maybe do like a Drew Goldberg thing. They did you could have had somebody come back. The Mickey James would have been perfect. I think Mickey James would have been a perfect
one-match thing.
one-off match. Yeah, just come back. This whole. I was. I used to be.
They never actually did that with a former Hall of Famer for women, have they?
What?
What if Lita could have came back for one match during the Royal Rumble
Yeah.
for the women's title?
That'd have been cool.
They always do Goldberg or Sting
Brock
or
Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar.
Beth Phoenix or
Yeah.
Trish Stratus.
Trish
That would've
Stratus
been
on Charlotte
versus
that time, remember?
Trish Stratus versus Sasha Banks would have been entertaining.
And you know what? People were hating on Trish for that match, and it's like, you know what, man, Trish still got it.
I love Trish.
I
I'm
bet,
not every
dude.
person.
Childhood
But yeah,
crush.
Sasha won.
She's very.
So we're not going to touch much more on
Wasn't
that.
a surprise to me.
So I'm just going to go
Yeah,
ahead and launch
I'll
us
agree with
into
that.
the fourth topic. Speaking of R-Truth, the 24/7 title shenanigans.
Yeah. Well,
Bill.
fucking truth, man. You know what, God damn it, man, I love me some R-Truth.
Congratulations to Alicia Fox.
Yeah, I mean, he runs out in the middle of the during the women's Royal Rumble match, runs right into the middle of the ring because everyone's chasing him. Tozawa and Gulak. And
Well,
all
hey,
those
he causes
girlies.
her to get
And
eliminated,
Alicia Fox,
right? Yeah.
Alicia Fox, pins him and gets
Right? Well, she said, I'm out of the
gets
Rumble.
the
I'm like,
title, and then
Well,
she
wait.
ends up gets eliminated out, and he wins it back, and then he loses it over there at the broadcast table where it was Charlie Caruso and JBL and Booker T
And what was his name?
and Peter Rosenberg
Yep.
from
No,
ESPN.
Booker T wasn't there.
Oh, Booker T wasn't there at that time.
It was the two ladies.
Sonya Deville.
Yes.
Sonya Deville, that's right.
Yeah,
Sonya Deville
and
was there.
JBL said, "What did we just
Yeah, and
watch?"
Peter Rosenberg pins our
Rosenberg.
truth to become the 24/7 champion.
He is
and
never,
currently
he is never going to let that
24/7
down.
champion.
Never
Truth didn't
let
get
that
it
down.
back.
Truth
So,
didn't get
no,
it back.
Not yet, no.
As of right now, Peter Rosenberg of ESPN is the current WWE
I
24/7
bet she's on
champion.
ESPN right now bragging about that shit.
So
Took that belt to work.
let me ask you this though, man. Our truth with this current or the most recent title win he just had that night. What is that, like 95 championships
You
under
know,
his
man,
belt?
I honestly don't
He holds
know.
the record for the most WWE titles.
Yes, he
Like
does.
all of titles.
Yeah,
he holds them
well,
all.
it's because he's probably in the 50s with.
But you know what? I think he's digging
friggin'
this run.
24/7.
It gives him something to do.
Listen.
It does, but he's comical.
And
R-Truth is always funny.
McMahon
and
loves
loves
him. Yeah, he makes McMahon laugh.
R-Truth
Cracks
and
McMahon
R-Truth,
up.
and I say this, a lot of people don't realize he's been in wrestling for a long time. Like he was in the WWE in 2001.
Yeah. And I mean, and
It's
he's
K-Quick, you
he's
know?
been the serious guy too, man.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
just Ron the Truth
Killings when he was
when he was in Impact. I mean,
yeah, and he was a former
former
NWA
Impact,
champion.
I think he won the Impact Championship.
Well, it was
Impact, too.
NWA Championship at first for Impact because it was TNA,
Yeah.
and then they eventually. But anyways,
Yeah, but then once he got all little Jimmy crazy, and
that was it.
that shit just started cracking me up with his
Little Jimmy!
And now he's I love
R-Truth.
but
He's
I
awesome,
like
dude.
this version of R-Truth the best.
Oh yeah, dude. He.
Right.
Go ahead. He's
Go
reeling
ahead,
it in.
Go ahead.
No,
Yeah,
reel it
you
in,
know,
reel it in.
yeah,
You're right,
it's
Cal.
Just, we're going to move on.
He's got to
Yeah,
reel
man,
it in.
yeah.
Good job for R-Truth. Kudos for, well, he's not champion right now, but he's going to get it back, I'm sure.
Yeah, man, this fishing spot's done. Let's pull up anchor and let's go find a new spot.
Topic number 5.
Lovely handwriting,
I know.
sir.
He really does.
He does. It's
It's
very
black because I
neat.
can read it. Topic number 5, we're going to brush a little bit on the New Day's ring attire had Luke Harper inspired gear.
Yeah.
They actually
I
had
was
Luke
really
Harper
happy
on
about
the
that.
I
silhouette on
was
the
too,
side.
dude. I thought that was so cool, and that shows class on WWE's part.
Apparently,
I thought
that
was really cool.
that ring attire also is being auctioned off for charity or some kind of
Probably
charity.
for his family too.
Probably for his family, yeah, I'm sure.
You
I
know.
mean, well, they said it was some kind of charity. I think something that.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
That-
dude,
that
I
was
mean,
really
Luke
good.
Harper, even though he was released, dude, he had a more notable
Was
career.
it released or was his contract ended? Because he was on good terms.
I think he was released eventually.
Anyway, go ahead.
But anyways, my thing was,
I think he might have been part of that NAS
yeah,
firing
Yeah.
that day.
yeah. But the point is like, dude, he was so close to a lot of those guys at WWE. He has not been gone from WWE that long.
No, and him and all the New Day guys, they were tight.
They were best
I
of
watched a
friends.
lot of that up, down stuff, and Luke Harper, he was big. He was one of the ones that was in there a lot with him gaming. He was
From what I
was part of the regular rotation of guys.
Well, and from what I understand, he was like, and you've said this in a previous episode, he was like one of those guys that everybody loved, got along with. He was goofy. He joked around. I could probably see him as being like one of the more popular guys backstage.
Yeah.
He was family oriented.
Family oriented. I forgot you were there, bro.
Thank you for your insight there, C-Roy.
C-Roy off
Good old
camera there.
Corky Roy. Trying to tell you.
Alright, so thank you to the New Day for inspiring us with another look into...
It's good to see
Luke
Kofi
Harper.
there too.
Yeah, Kofi made an appearance. That's
Yeah,
right.
he was there.
Why don't you speak on that?
Kofi, yeah,
But-
we just did.
We just did.
Kofi was there.
What else can we say? He didn't do anything else.
He screamed in the guy's ear.
He sure
Yeah, he
did.
scared off Sami Zayn.
There you go.
Try
to tell you.
Alright. Going to topic number 6, we're halfway there. Now, other than the Royal Rumble, because obviously the Royal Rumble is everybody's favorite event.
Yeah.
The match that stole the show. Universal Heavyweight title match between Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns.
I
wanna
100% agree with that statement right there, Kyle.
I don't know if it's match of the year because Omega and Rey Fenix had an awesome match at AEW.
Look at the ground.
There's a
Stop.
cockroach. Oh!
Stop.
Ah, you fuck. Alright. He just made me do it.
It was a
Anyway.
bug.
It was big. It was like this big. You just made me murder a bug on camera. Thank you.
He has got a knife. It's coming right at us. So anyways.
Anyway. Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns for the Universal Heavyweight Championship.
Woo!
Yeah, dude. That.
That was some good shit.
That was some good shit, dude.
As Vince
bumps.
says, that's some good shit.
That's some good shit. Dude, the bumps alone that Kevin Owens was taking, dude,
Well, he got tossed.
you know what? And I was kind of wondering how this match was gonna go. I was like, all right, a last man standing. Ooh, they freaking tore the house down. They did, even though the house didn't have people in it. It was TV monitors, but they tore it down.
Yeah.
And I mean, dude, Kevin Owens going through that freaking golf cart windshield and bounced like, dude, I thought he legit got
How
hurt.
about the forklift?
He did that better, better than Sammy Guevara.
Yeah, dude. He even went straight up Jeff Hardy with that seating senton bomb. You know, I hope he asked Jeff Hardy for permission because he was the first one to use that shit.
Yeah, a lot of people use that shit now.
I know, man.
But
it's like the DDT. Everybody using it now.
I just didn't. The one thing I want to point out, I told Bill about this right before we came on the show here. I don't know if anybody else noticed, but during the match, when Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens went backstage, there was no briefcase. But when they started fighting their way back towards the entrance ramp, there was a briefcase. It said Money to Bank on it. And I
remember seeing it.
I thought the Miz was going to cash it in, but nothing ever happened.
Maybe that was like a little Easter egg to tease it.
Maybe, I don't know.
You know, like people start thinking, oh, the Money in the Bank briefcase, you know. We see what you did
But
there,
excellent
Vince.
match. I honestly thought, for a split second, that Kevin Owens might pull it off.
Dude, it could have gone either way.
Listen, here's the messed up thing about it. This is the third match that KO in a pay-per-view has tried, to take the title from Reigns.
Yep.
This is the third time that Reigns has retained. Yet, Kevin Owens has still looked strong in each and every one of them.
Dude.
Reigns has not beat Owens cleanly in a single one of them.
That's true.
Not
That
a
is
single
true.
one has Reigns beat Owens cleanly.
And again, that does two things. That gives Reigns even more heat so he could stay as the top heel.
Yep.
And then you have that benefiting Kevin Owens saying, well, damn, Roman Reigns is a bad motherfucker. But Kevin Owens withstood looking strong, and that helps him.
You said it last night when we were watching.
1 second.
About how you could see the Roman Reigns Kevin Owens rivalry being like the new Stone Cold Rock.
I did
rivalry.
say that.
Yeah,
Something that can. I mean, they may not like continuously feud with one another,
But they'll come
they
back.
will feud. Yeah, they will feud over the years, and their feuds will be epic and memorable.
They'll come back.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll come back to it. But go ahead, Kyle. You wanted to say something.
You said that he won this one dirtily, but not really. Roman Reigns is a champion. He is very smart by grabbing the official and grabbing.
I mean, it's all legal.
There's no disqualifications.
True, but you cannot, by any stretch of the imagination, say it was a clean win. It really wasn't a clean win.
How other than Paul Heyman
Because doing that is something that's a heel move. no face is going to grab the ref and do that to win the match.
That's true, but
That's
That's
true.
a
it's
heel
still a
move.
way to win.
It's something that only a heel character
And
is
he
going to
makes
do.
a
I
good
would
point.
also like to add that Jey Uso was nowhere to be seen.
I did know.
No, but Paul Heyman was.
But
Yeah.
he didn't touch Kevin Owens. He just freed his man. He did what he was paid to do.
Still, I'm not saying anything, but I'm just saying it wasn't a clean win. You
If I
can't
could-
say that he won. He straight up,
Okay.
man to man, beat Kevin Owens
If I could just weigh in,
cleanly.
for one moment, I agree with what you're saying because he is pulling the heelish tendencies.
Exactly.
Okay, but Kyle also makes a good point. It's legal in that match. Oh, hold on.
Dude, you're talking semantics, dude. I
Okay,
understand it's legal if it's a no DQ and whatever.
Why
The
you
point I'm
screaming?
making, though, is you can't say it was a clean, straight up fucking, I whooped your ass and beat you. No. I was allowed to cheat, and I fucking took full advantage of
Because
that.
by taking out the ref.
And I cheated, but you could have cheated also. You chose not to.
Yeah.
I did.
Okay, I'll give it to you then because Roman Reigns, by doing that, again, that buys him time. That's cheating. So he wouldn't lose. He took out the ref so the ref couldn't count him while he was hitting.
You know, having Paul Heyman interfere on his behalf. Kevin Owens didn't get anyone to interfere on his behalf to help him in any way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? I'm just... Yes, there were no rules, so technically he didn't do anything wrong, but it wasn't a clean win.
Absolutely not.
I mean, he played the heel character, he played the heel role, and he won it the heel way.
Absolutely.
That's the point I'm making.
Roman Reigns beats Kevin Owens.
And that's what makes Kevin
The
Owens
whole-
still look strong.
Right. The whole point to this is it was an awesome freaking match.
It was an awesome.
All right.
That being said, though,
Moving
I am
on.
done with this feud for now. Though
We're done.
let's reimagine this further down the road
Let's
again.
get into
You know what I'm saying?
In the
They've done it
future.
three pay-per-views in a row.
They had a series. They're
Yeah,
good.
let's
let's
go on.
Let's get into what everybody wants to talk about. Let's talk about the first Royal Rumble match. The
I
women.
thought you were going to say Bigfoot, but we can go with the Royal Rumble.
We still haven't found them, so.
I know, but I just enjoy talking about them.
Yeah, this has nothing to do with Bigfoot, sir.
Well, let's reel it in. Good job, Joe. You did a good job right there. Let's reel it back in. We're
I
not
did a
talking
good
about
job.
Bigfoot. Women's Royal Rumble match. First thing we want to note about this match is the returns, the surprise returns
Yes.
of the Women's Royal Rumble match.
It was entertaining.
Jillian Hall,
Yep.
Tori Wilson,
Yep.
Mickey James.
Get him, son.
Mickey James was in there.
You know, I mean, that was
Alicia Fox.
Alicia
We-
Fox,
We mentioned
exactly.
her earlier. And did you say Victoria?
And Victoria, absolutely.
Widow's Peak, baby.
Yeah. I ain't lady to mess with.
Whoop.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
She was always one of my favorites back in the day.
Oh, I
She
know.
was there.
She was cool.
She was the first female wrestler that kind of brought the whole hardcore concept to the women's division,
Yeah.
with Trish Stratus at Survivor Series.
Yeah.
I forget the year, 2004.
Yeah, man. She was a
That-
badass. And
What
she
was that?
did
Probably
pretty damn good in this Rumble.
Maybe.
She was holding her own in there. She was doing
dude.
good.
She was whooping them young pups. And I'll tell you what, man.
But she got choked out by Baszler.
She did.
Yeah,
She did. But you know what? And honestly, one that I wasn't like rooting for her at first, but I could see her being a possible winner was Rhea Ripley. Like
I was actually hoping Rhea Ripley was going to get it.
Bill
I
was
thought
too.
Rhea Ripley was going to win. I'm going to be honest with you. That's who I thought was going to win.
So, we mentioned the returns quickly. Good job, ladies, for coming back. Like they did that. They did the Royal Rumble with good surprises this year.
And of course, Jillian Hall would agree to team with
Billy
Billy
Kay.
Kay. Let's do it, Billy and Jilly, you know.
They're the same
Billy.
person.
Billy
Oh,
and Jim.
my
Really, they're both annoying.
Remember when
They're
the
the same
Boogeyman? Remember when
person.
the Boogeyman bit that
Yeah,
thing off
I
of
was
her
just about to
face?
say that.
You know, he saved her a lot of money by doing that.
Bit that sumbitch right off, shoot it up.
But some kind of
He ate
whatever the hell that
it,
was.
dude. He didn't even spit it out. He just
Yeah,
like chewing that mother. He did, man. He
like forced.
pretty sure he
I
licked
think,
his
I think
chops.
JBL passed out when that happened too. I don't know.
Oh yeah, because wasn't Jillian like his assistant or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about the winner of the women's match.
One of my
Congratulations
picks.
to the EST of the WWE,
Bianca
Belair.
Belair. She held. How long was she in there for, Bill?
Let's see. We got the record here.
Oh, Kyle, you got it.
56 minutes, 49 seconds, which breaks the record.
She started at number 3. If you remember, it was Bailey 1 and Naomi, returning Naomi 2.
Which
And-
is also another return we forgot to mention.
And I want to say, Bailey, the little exchanges that was going on between Bailey and Bianca Belair, I mean, not Bailey, Naomi and Bianca Belair,
Yeah.
those were good, man, because those were both two athletic, fucking chicks, man. And man, they were doing it. They were getting it. I enjoyed watching them go back and forth.
And I tell you what, that promo at the end, she was kind of teared up. This was a big moment for her.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Bianca Belair.
How about Naomi? She's like the Kofi Kingston of the female version,
Yeah,
Rumble.
She tried to do the whole
With the
Kingston thing.
miraculous saves and shit. Landing on her back, but
Yeah.
technically her feet never touched the ground.
It's still in.
And she
She's
used
still in.
Bianca Belair's hair to pull herself back up and get up on the ring apron. And then her and Belair are fighting, and then they realize, hey man, let's
Just calm
help
down.
each other and both get back up here.
Come on, let's do
There
it.
you go, that's cool.
And then they help each other, and then they start beating up
But
each other.
yeah,
So congratulations, Bianca Belair. So just predictions now. She's on SmackDown. Who do you think she's going after? She's going after Banks, or is she going after Sasha?
She's going after Banks. Banks or Sasha is the same person.
I think she's gonna.
Asuka.
Oh, sorry, Asuka. Sorry.
You are off the money tonight. What is going on?
Wow,
Woo!
I'm off the money. I made one freaking mistake.
I'm just busting. Woo!
there he goes. There he goes.
Woo!
You heard him, C-Roy? You heard him? He gave him a shot, and within seconds, dude, I'm just busting your balls. man."
Woo!
He just.
Woo! Woo!
All right, I'm done.
Okay.
Where were we?
Bill, when you make those noises, it sounds disgusting.
That's me fucking real quick
Completely-
shivving you 5-6 times. So
Completely threw me off. Where are we? Oh,
we were talking about
Banks
the
and
women's Royal Rumble.
Asuka. Well,
Oh yeah. Who's she gonna choose?
I think she's staying on SmackDown. So
I
she's-
do too.
She's going to go after the SmackDown Women's
I think
title.
she's going to go after Banks.
I think her and Sasha Banks would actually be a good matchup, man.
Yeah.
That would be. That I mean, honestly, that's a WrestleMania caliber match.
And that's gonna,
Sasha Banks and Bianca
and if
Belair.
that does happen, that's who's going to beat Sasha.
I could see that.
Is
Oh, yeah.
Bianca.
Oh, yeah.
I
They're
can
not
see
going to
that.
waste that Rumble win.
But here's my question:
What is that, Bill?
If
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Sasha,
just checking the time, bro.
if Sasha and Bianca
Oh, it's
face
wrong.
each other at WrestleMania, is it going to be as both of them being faces? Because right now they are both faces.
I think Sasha will go heel. 'Cause
I could see Sasha doing heel. Bianca's Bianca Belair. She's got that hype right now, dude. They're not going to turn her heel.
Yeah, they just turned Sasha back face.
I know, but
she
dude,
can
they've
switch-
done that.
She can flip.
And they
They've
also
done that all
listen.
the time.
Here's the thing, though. But they're still got Bianca positioned as the face. I mean, think about who the big elimination that Bianca had in the match was against Bailey. Because she's got a little thing going with Bailey right now.
So maybe Sasha works with her to take on Bailey, and then after that's done, maybe it's more of a good guy versus good guy. They have done it in the past.
Well, you also got to think.
I mean, it doesn't work all the time, but they have done it.
You also got to
You
think
know?
there's 2 more pay-per-views, so Sasha might not. Sasha might not be the champion. By
There's
the time
2 more? Oh, Fastlane, right?
Chamber and Fastlane. So Sasha might not even be the champion. It could be Bailey.
This is very well true. But I wouldn't want to see
yeah.
Bianca and Bailey, I don't think. I would like to see Bianca and maybe someone. I don't.
We'll have to wait and see what happens.
I hope
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley gets in the Raw Women's.
Yeah.
I think Rhea's going to
That's where I
Raw.
want to see Rhea is on
Yeah.
Raw.
I see that happening too. So, moving on to topic number 9. Let's talk about the notable returns in the men's Royal Rumble
I
match.
spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool. What?
And the blue
What in the
hell.
blue hell?
Oh, that was
Oh,
Carlito salsa dancing and shit there.
Uh,
Yeah, man,
he was
Carlito come
jacked.
back looking.
He was jacked. Better than
Kris
ever
Kringle on an ice cream sandwich. What the hell was that?
He has been. We're past it, man.
We're
Move on.
way past that. We're already talking about how jacked he was.
Man.
You just take too long with your shit.
Yeah, man.
Nah, that's cool. Nah, dude, it was cool. Who tried eating his apple?
Nobody ate the apple. But
No,
he
they
tried.
tried.
Shinsuke
to.
took it.
It was like, mother.
Shinsuke took it and did something, and then Carlito threw it at Shinsuke.
Carlito,
Well,
dude.
I think because of the whole COVID thing, they didn't let anybody spit anybody
Right,
in the
right,
face.
right.
He probably said, that's probably not cool tonight, so.
He just doesn't do it.
But yeah, man, he was looking big, man. But
Carlito came back. Damian Priest was in there.
That was a
Yeah.
surprise. I mean, you were even
it's
saying
not really
you had a feeling.
not a return, but yeah. So that's why I knew. I knew when he lost that match to Karrion Kross, I knew he was going to be up in one of the bigger shows there. It was going to happen, and I hope he goes to SmackDown. Honestly,
Karrion Kross?
no.
No.
Oh, Damian Priest. You said Karrion Kross, so that's what got me
Yeah,
off
because
that.
in
Go ahead.
NXT he lost to Karrion Kross.
I was hoping Karrion Kross would
yeah,
have made
the Hurricane Helms.
appearance.
Stay in the back. There's a hurricane coming through. He tried to choke slam Big
And the
E
mayor of Knox County,
and Bobby Lashley.
Mr. Glenn
Jacobs.
Jacobs.
Which, to my knowledge, is probably the only man to be a wrestler and a mayor.
I'm just going to go out on a limb and say I
Same
don't know
time.
of any other one that
I
has
don't know
ever
any
done
other
that.
mayors. Who politician people don't
Mayor
like wrestling.
Kane.
Real quick on Kane, though. How many appearances, Bill?
As Kane, this was his 18th appearance. His 20th appearance, if you count his one time as Fake Diesel and his other time as Isaac Yankem.
DTS.
But he's had 20 appearances
DDS.
total. Glenn Jacobs has been in the Royal Rumble 20 times. Kane has been in there 18 times.
Kane, dude.
Kane is, I tell you what, Kane is in my opinion, the MVP of the Royal Rumble all the way around. He's never won it, but he has dominated that match
true.
in every way, form, except actually winning.
Going
That's
into
true.
this Rumble, he currently held the record. He had the record for the most total eliminations ever at 43. That was going into this Rumble. I'm not sure. I can't try to remember. I'd have to look it up to see if he eliminated anyone. But I mean, he may very well have eliminated, a couple of people.
I think he did.
I know he was eliminated by Damian Priest.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. You think Kane will come back for a little run?
No, he's done.
Did you see him?
Speaking of another,
Yeah, he was
another
not Kane
former
shape.
he was looking
future
rough.
Hall of Famer. Everybody knows Edge was the #1 entrance, but his tag team partner Christian, the little
Captain
CLB,
Charisma.
was also a
Christian
notable
Cage, for those
return.
of you who watched
TNA
TNA
fans.
and Impact and all.
So here you go. We got Christian, Kane, Carlito, Hurricane, Damian Priest. Anybody else remember?
The returning Seth Rollins.
The returning Seth
Yeah,
Rollins.
Seth
that's
Rollins
right.
came back.
The,
Yep.
the Messiah.
And as we all know, they just had a baby, so he took time off to spend time with Becky and his new daughter.
And then of course it wasn't really I can't really say as it was a surprise, but because he just was on. He just
Yeah,
showed up
but
on SmackDown.
all right,
But
so-
to see Braun Strowman come out 30th,
Oh yeah, but the thing is too, like, it's not necessarily all surprises; it's returns too.
Mhm.
Because that's what I get excited for. Like, you see Carlito, he's in good shape. I'm saying, how many times have I said, I hope to God Vince signed him.
From what I heard about Carlito is, he was supposed to be on Raw,
Yep.
which is happening right as we speak. But I heard that they're looking at him in a like a backstage producer role, not as a on-screen, in-ring talent.
Yeah.
But,
Hey,
I don't know. But, you got to think he probably could still wrestle. But, who knows? It may, I don't think they had any intention on MVP actually wrestling as much as he did when he first came back to the Rumble last year. But
Yeah.
look what has gone on with him over the last year.
yeah, and they better do something with her business, but that is a whole nother topic.
Yeah.
Speaking of topics, let's go to topic number 10 and the winner of the Royal Rumble. He was the number one entrant, as I just mentioned a few seconds ago, and he also wins the Royal Rumble by eliminating the Viper Randy Orton for the last elimination.
Which I thought it was going to be
Rated
the
R
other way.
Superstar
Woo!
Edge.
Yeah. And you know what, dude? I will say that is his second Rumble win, correct?
Yeah, 'cause
Yes.
He won the 2010,
Last time he won, he went after Chris Jericho on the World Heavyweight title.
and he happened to
WrestleMania 26.
return in that one. So, look, man, the like you with Goldberg, Edge was one of my favorite guys. So to see him win
You
that,
with Goldberg. You're Triple H with Goldberg and him.
yeah, but I'm saying like
No, Goldberg ain't
People
even
like-
Goldberg meat.
no, but
Triple H to him is
I'm
what
saying
Sting
Edge
is to
was
me.
one of my favorites.
Sting
though.
is like.
Can I
top dog.
finish what I'm saying? Edge is one of my favorites. So to see,
It doesn't matter what you got. No, I'm just kidding.
so my point is that it was cool, seeing him, who I watched as a kid, win the Rumble at the age he's at.
Right.
They're gonna put him in a top program for WrestleMania, obviously. So I thought it was really cool, man. I dug it
Yeah, man. You know what?
because they made a big deal.
Congrats
of
to
him
the
being in
youngster,
Rumble,
man.
What's so funny
For
now?
coming
He
back
said
and
to the
winning.
youngster,
Coming back and winning.
"Did you catch that, sir?"
I think he is 43. I think.
Yeah, he's
Good
in his
Edge, yeah.
40s.
Yeah.
You look pretty rough, I'll tell you what.
Well, I mean, dude, you got to think too, man. I mean, these guys are getting up there. Even,
No, actually, I think he might be 50.
no,
Honestly.
do you think so?
I think so.
I don't know.
He might be in his 50s. I mean,
Uh,
Edge has been retired since
No, I think he
2011.
is like 50. I
Oh.
think he's like literally right at 50.
Adam Copeland, how old are you?
We don't know. He can tell.
Thank you.
Comment your
Uh,
age.
So here's my question. Just like I said with Bianca Belair, who's he going after? Is he going after Universal title or the WWE title?
Well, and as you also said, there's 2 more pay-per-views.
Absolutely.
So I could see Edge going for the WWE Championship. I could see him challenging for that.
I can see him.
He's
going-
on Raw.
Yeah, I don't think he'll make a quick decision, honestly. I don't. I think he'll
Maybe he'll
I
play
think
it out
he'll
a
play
little
it out a
bit.
little bit, making his decision.
I think he's going to go after the WWE Championship because the whole storyline between Randy Orton and The Fiend has come to a close. And I think after what happened at the Royal Rumble between Edge and Orton, a great way to end the rivalry is have Orton win the 15th time the WWE Championship, and Edge and Orton face off at WrestleMania, and Edge takes it off of Randy Orton, and they end the feud with that match. I mean, it could possibly.
Could be.
That would be cool. And honestly, because they have drawn that rivalry out, not in a bad way. I mean, the match they had at last year's empty WrestleMania.
Yeah, they could redo it when they have fans because they're planning on having half capacity for both days for WrestleMania.
That's cool.
But I could also so very easily see Edge. I could see him cutting the promo now, addressing Roman Reigns
It's about family.
and about how I've been sitting back and I'm watching what you did and watching what you're doing, and I'm going to be honest with you,
An Edge Roman Reigns would be cool.
it disgusts me.
And really, I mean, I know.
And if this is going to be my last run, my last shot at a championship,
His last
I
two
would
runs.
love nothing more than to be able to take someone like you down a peg. I mean, I could just see Edge cutting that promo.
Oh yeah, Edge was fantastic with promos, but if he does go against Roman Reigns, I do see him probably losing. I don't know if he's gonna. I'm not saying they won't let him win,
Yeah.
but I could see him losing against Reigns.
Well, I'll have to see what happens.
Because I'm just not digging
Here's my thing, man.
McIntyre Edge match.
If you can let Goldberg, and I'm a Goldberg fan, if you can let Goldberg come back
and win
and go straight in and win a championship,
like he did with Brock Lesnar,
like he
Yep.
did with The Fiend,
and he did. Oh, Kevin Owens.
like
He did that
with
to Kevin Owens. There you go.
like
That's
he
the one.
did with Drew now, came right in and went straight into a world title match.
I mean, he is Goldberg.
Right, I understand that.
All right.
Well, I think Edge has earned the right to be able to come in and
Oh.
get a,
It is.
Listen, man,
Listen.
he technically never lost the last time he had the championship. He had to turn it over. He relinquished
Yeah,
it.
because he
He
beat
never
out.
lost.
He beat that psychopath at WrestleMania, Alberto Del Rio,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
took it all. And
So
he retired
he
as
never,
champion.
right. He never lost the title.
You got to think too. He returned.
So now let him win it, and
Yeah.
then
He returned
lose
what
it.
last year, right?
at Rumble.
Right. So he returned last year, and he ended up getting injured again.
Yeah,
And
at
it's
the
kind
next
of like,
pay-per-view.
yeah, and it was kind of like,
Like the greatest match of all time.
right, who knows the plans they probably would have had for him. Maybe he would have been champion going into Mania this year for all we knew. I mean, Edge is a top WWE guy.
He is.
Dude, since 2005,
Yeah.
his career excelled, dude.
Yeah.
One of the greatest heels of all time, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I
agree. So,
just saying.
just moving on to keep the wheels turning.
I would rather see, I'm just going to say, go on record, I would rather see Edge Roman than Edge Drew.
We're already past that. It's too late.
It's not too late. I caught it at the tail end.
Topic number 11. Let's talk about the interesting eliminations from both Royal Rumble matches.
Yeah, we touched on some of those.
Which number is this?
Rhea-
11?
Damian Priest
11.
eliminating Kane.
Rhea Ripley eliminating Alexa Bliss
Yes.
right before she started transforming.
Yeah, right before she started going all Alexa.
I was shocked too because I thought Alexa was going to win it.
And, you know,
Bianca eliminating Bayley.
Rhea Ripley's nickname is the Nightmare, so that'd be kind of interesting. The Nightmare versus Alexa
Yeah.
Bliss.
Imagine if they became a tag team.
No, that's not yet.
That'd
They
be
gotta
insane.
have. They got. It would be insane, but they gotta have the rivalry.
No, I'm just.
They gotta have the rivalry first.
They gotta have it. They gotta get it out there.
It's a good way for Rhea to start her career in the main roster.
Right.
Yeah.
So who?
How about Lana eliminating Nia Jax?
Yeah, that's
Or aiding in the eliminating of Nia
Yeah,
Jax.
she pulled the
Maybe-
She
rope.
pulled the rope down.
maybe Nia and Lana finally have an actual feud to end it all. And then we had Dominic Mysterio eliminating Corbin
Yeah.
in the men's
Which
side.
to me that just keeps that feud going. That was just one more little notch they put in that feud. Maybe that'll lead to something to Mania or the next pay-per-view at least. You never know.
Who is it that eliminated Seth Rollins?
I think it was Edge. at the
It
end.
was Edge. It was Edge.
So that's not good.
Rollins had like a weird elimination too.
Yeah.
Like the way he landed.
Well,
and
Braun
stuff.
it wasn't an elimination, but Braun Strowman did not go with Seth. With the whole, we're young, this is our time. let's go up against them. Braun just turned on him.
Yeah, Edge and
Slammed him
Christian.
into the ring.
No, he did. He got some air on that.
Yeah.
Edge and Christian were fighting Braun.
Yeah, buddy.
They were fighting him.
Yeah, buddy.
I mean, they weren't eliminate. They didn't eliminate each other, but man, there was some pretty interesting face-offs in the in the ring.
Big E and Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, their little face-off with one another.
That was unique. That
Tell
was
me,
unique.
that would not be awesome match to see Bobby Lashley and Big E.
It is, dude.
Oh, yeah.
How about when the Bar come face to face with one another?
They reunited for a little bit.
And
then right after.
they both stopped, fist bumped it, and then Cesaro said, everybody for themselves, and then they just started swinging.
He did the swing to Sheamus. The Bar was one of my favorite tag teams of like a current era.
It was.
I dug
I
that.
love the Bar.
I thought that was one of Cesaro's best tag teams.
We just don't raise the bar. We are the bar.
Think about that.
True.
All right, what else we got there, Kyle?
Well, main event time. Topic number 12. Let's go over the records that were broken this year that we haven't talked about yet.
Yeah.
Kyle and Bill.
Well, I think I got a few
got-
of them jotted down there. Just read the records that.
First, we got Shayna Baszler breaks the record for the most eliminations overall, not just one Royal Rumble.
Yeah, cumulative.
Baszler's got 14 eliminations in the women's Royal Rumble match.
Yeah, because she's been in
Yeah,
two,
the
right?
next
Is that what we were
closest I
saying?
want to say is Charlotte, but I know the number is 12. She's got two more than the second place person.
Ugh.
Randy Orton coming in, as everybody knows, he was injured during the match, so he went backstage and came out at the very end of the match. So he is the longest superstar wrestler to be in the Royal Rumble without eliminating anyone, and that time being is 58 minutes and 28 seconds.
Wow. Where'd you guys find that? Just online?
Do my research.
Mr. Bill is the internet guy. That's why we call him Captain. And last but not least, the first ever, and who knows, maybe there might be more.
Well, go over the other ones too that we sort of mentioned anyways too, just to refresh all the.
Bianca Belair lasted longer than anyone in a female, women's Royal Rumble match. 56 minutes and 49 seconds. That was her record-breaking thing there. We mentioned Kane has the most appearances of anybody, 18.
18 is
if you
Kane,
include
20 total.
Isaac and Fake Diesel.
And then, like I said, last but not least, Edge is the only current Hall of Famer to win the Royal Rumble.
Meaning, he won the Royal Rumble after being inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Right.
Because there's a lot of guys that won the Royal Rumble that eventually went to the Hall of Fame. But none of them, after they were inducted, came back and won the Royal Rumble. He's the first one to have done it.
And the fact that they did it at number 1, dude.
Yeah, he did it at number 1. And they even mentioned that there's only been 3 people who has had a victory at Royal Rumble as number 1.
Shawn Michaels.
1 being Shawn Michaels, 2 being Chris Benoit, and then we have
Edge.
the Rated R Superstar. Where's Tony Chimmel? Why wasn't he in there? I was disappointed.
The Rated R Superstar, Edge.
Well, that was the Dirty Dozen. But we have
Rumble edition.
a Rumble Dozen. I'm going to say that. It's a Rumble Dozen. Because
That was mine.
we had a Baker's Dozen for good old Snoop Dogg with his top rope shenanigans. And then we had the Bad Bunny doing his own...
Bad Puppy?
No, Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny, for the 3rd time, Bill.
Bad Bunny.
Sorry, ladies.
Music artist. Gets to the top rope and splashes on Miz and Morrison.
Yeah, he won up Snoop because Snoop jumped from the top turnbuckle into the ring.
I don't think you technically call Snoop's a splash.
Yeah,
That was more of a
But
fall.
he jumped from the top turnbuckle
Right.
into the ring.
I would say that's more
Old
of a fall.
Bad Bunny
Outside the ring.
jumped from the top turnbuckle to the outside. Yeah, exactly.
Good for you, Bad Bunny, for one-upping good old Snoop.
And what was up with Booker T looking intimidating? Did you see him?
Tell
in his,
me.
in his
I
GI
just
Bro
did that.
gear. He was all. Saw his big ass Hall of Fame ring.
Yeah. So
And that's that.
that's the Dirty
I
Dozen.
did that little throw.
I wanted to do
That's
one.
right.
I did want to bring up here just something that's going to be coming up here in the future. As we talked earlier, started the show about the Headlocks and Halo series that we have going right now. That we're almost done wrapping that one up.
Yeah, we got what, one or two more?
We have two more. We got to
Two
do
more,
the blue
baby.
bracket, and then we'll do the final. With all four winners, and we'll determine our grand champion. But we're already in the works, so we got our next series that's going to be coming up.
Yeah,
It's,
why don't you tell them about
It's
it?
the 321 Screw Mega Mania. What is the 321 Screw Mega Mania, you ask? Well, let me tell you. Just going to give you a brief overlay there. Just kind of basically got the idea of just putting together this ultimate this WrestleMania type card, and I thought, no man, WrestleMania that's not even enough. I want to make a Mega Mania.
Some kind of fantasy.
So what the three of us are going to do is we are each individually going to put together a Mega Mania wrestling card. It will be a 2-day event. 10 matches each day. A total of 18 titles will be defended
Between the 2 days.
between these 2 days.
Right.
Any wrestler from any promotion, from any era, is eligible to take part in this. There's going to be specialty matches. We're going to choose a fantasy location, a fantasy host, everything. But we're going to do this, as I said, individually. Joey's going to put together his card. Kyle's going to put together his, and I'm going to put together mine. And we're not going to share with one another
Until we
what
film.
we make. Yeah, the day we film
That's when
our
they
episodes
find
is when we'll find out. And each one of our show cards will be its own individual show. We'll focus the whole show on Joey's Mega Mania spectacular extravaganza, whatever you want to call it. So keep an eye out for that coming here in the next few weeks. We'll get started on that one
Sounds
once
pretty
we
good.
wrap up the Headlocks and Halos.
Well,
I dig it.
with that being said, any other comments, gripes, concerns?
No, man. Royal Rumble 2021. I enjoyed it.
Badass.
That was great.
Scale of 1 to 10.
9.
What would you give it a rating wise?
Give it a 9.
I'd give it an 8.5.
I'd give it an 8.75.
There you go.
I give it a 9.
So there you have it.
Thank you again.
All good scores. 8, 8.75, and 9. I mean 8.5, 8.75, and 9.
And absolutely. Before we go out, I just want to say again, like Kyle brought up, thank you again to our subscribers. We reached our first milestone of 200. Let's get to 400. That's our next milestone.
And we will see
I want
you
400.
here
Yeah.
again on the
3,
2, 1 Screw.
See you next time.
The Royal Rumble episode.